Sheila the pixie loved to go to the rainbow tree. And all the pixies did because, well, what did they find on the rainbow tree?
Beautiful things and presents even. And cherries and chocolate cakes.
Yes.
And ice cream even.
Sure.
I love my plate for the doublers of here, doubling and lucky.
That's right. Wonderful things they found there. And Sheila mostly went to the rainbow tree, which of course was a present from Shiny, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The seed that she gave the pixies. And she mostly went to the rainbow tree when she wanted a lovely cup of hot chocolate, which she would drink while she was reading a book, sometimes with Goo Goo. She'd go and get 2 cups of hot chocolate from the rainbow tree. But the rainbow tree was quite far to walk. It was right at the end of the valley. And sometimes she felt like, it's a long way to go, you know. I mean, I would like a cup of hot chocolate, but, well. And then Goo Goo said, well, why don't you plant a cocoa flower tree? Sheila said, oh, gosh, Goo Goo, I don't know where I can get any cocoa seeds. Well, can't you get them from the cocoa flower on the rainbow tree? You're right. And so next time that Sheila went to the rainbow tree, she took one of the cocoa flowers and she plucked it out and took it back with her, and she found the seeds inside the flower and she dug a little hole and put them inside and covered it up with earth and gave it some water, and every day and every night she came to give it a little bit more water and some love. And soon enough, a flower started poking up out of the earth.
But it was giant flower.
Yeah, it was a really big one, and it gave lots of shade to all the pixies. And Sheila just loved to stay there with Goo Goo, sitting on the branches of the big leaves as they came out. And slowly, eventually, it budded into flower, and those flowers turned into cocoa beans. And she could take those cocoa beans and give them a squeeze, and out came wonderful chocolate juice, hot cocoa juice. She said, oh, this is great. And she invited her friends, the birds, and the cats, and the bears.
And
all come for, the pixies also. It all come for hot cocoa. But who did she never invite? She never invited the goblins. That's right.
But maybe if it sometimes sneaked out and once to top down the rainbow tree.
Well, it might be a different story. But in this story, Sheila was always sleeping under the cocoa tree, and she hardly ever left it. But one day she heard about a fire. Fire, fire, the other pixies, and she ran to help. She said, where's the fire? It's over here somewhere, I think. We can see lots of smoke. And all the pixies ran down to the river to fill up buckets of water and run back to splash them on the fire. And the fire was put out, but no one knew how it started. Somebody said, I thought I saw a goblin or two around. A goblin? Oh no. Goblins? And Sheila ran back towards a cocoa flower, and she was fearing the worst. And as she came closer, oh no! She saw that her cocoa flower had been taken away, stolen, probably by the goblins. She said, oh no, I can't believe it. Now I won't have hot chocolate anymore. Those goblins. Probably they just made a fire so I would run over there. And while I was gone, they could steal my cocoa flower. She said, I'm going to get it back. And so she walked through the forest and marched right up to the mountain caves to goblins. I said, all right, you haven't got to shout. Gob, 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 gob. And she came, and they came up, and they were carrying the cocoa flower. I knew it was you. Yes, it was us. Okay. Why did you steal my cocoa flower? I mean, I know you're bad, but this is really going too far. Well, to be honest with you, we thought it was a mud flower. What? Yeah, you always get that brown juice coming out, and we thought it was mud juice. And we thought, oh, it'll be lovely having a lovely little mud flower growing in our caves in the mountains, and so we stole it. But it's not a mud flower. Oh, we know that. It's horrible cocoa. Yuck. We tried drinking it, and all of us felt really ill. Oh, no. So here you are, take your silly flower and go away. And so the goblins gave Sheila back the cocoa flower, and she carried it carefully into the forest, and this time she brought it close into Gugu's garden. Gugu. Yes, Sheila. I brought you a present. What is it? A cocoa flower. Wow. And after that, Gugu would make the warm cocoa every day, and when Sheila came by to visit, she would always make a warm cocoa, and they would read stories and books with a nice warm cup.
Did you like the story? It wasn't exactly the story.
It was a little bit different, wasn't it? That's okay.
I like your head.
Yes, can you let my head go?
I know, that's your pretty mouth.